Hi, my name is Lev. I use he, him pronouns. And for those of you who are new, I'm a trans guy and I get top surgery next week, next Monday. Today, I'm filming this on Tuesday, October 18th, 2022. It's like half an hour away from midnight. And I get surgery in 6 days. And this is probably the last YouTube video I'm going to film before I get top surgery. It's just, I don't even know how to explain things in words right now. It's happening. It's happening after so long. It's happening. Official surgery date is Monday, October 24th, 2022. It's been such a long journey. Even like before I came out as trans and realized that I'm a trans guy, I had dysphoria with my chest. I just didn't know it was called dysphoria. Like from my teenage years, something was off about my chest and I didn't know what it was. Then I came to understand trans experiences. Then I learned about dysphoria and chest dysphoria, and I'm like, that that was the start of my trans journey, just learning about trans experiences, learning about the word, knowing that trans people exist and that there's just not cis people existing in the world, and that there's trans and gender diverse folks who exist in the world. Then this four of my chest, and even before I came to realize that I'm a trans guy and started transitioning to live as a guy, I also wanted to go on testosterone and I didn't know why. Like, it's just like my brain just like get on testosterone, and then like as I knew about trans experiences at that point, but I was in denial and then I was scared, and I'm like, my body and my subconscious like, you're gonna have to do this anyway, get on testosterone. And then my conscious was in denial, was just like, no, I'm not trans. And it was a whole journey of that. And the whole journey of after coming out to myself as trans, and then coming out to my friends and family, and then people in general, and then just overcoming internalized transphobia, going to gender therapy, and then starting testosterone. So I came out as trans in January 2020, started socially transitioning in February 2020, and then I started hormones in January last year. In 3 months' time, I'll officially hit 2 years on testosterone. And now I'm getting fucking top surgery. What is time? What is time? I don't know. What is time? Top surgery process called, I got a referral from my GP last year, called the surgeons in September 2021. First consult was in April 2022. I had my pre-op consult last month, September. And that was like almost a month and a half ago. It was like a month ago. It was a month ago, around a month ago. And I blink and now 6 days and I get admitted into hospital and they put me under, and I wake up not knowing how to feel, and my chest is different and my breasts are gone. I took photos before of my chest, and I don't. It's like I didn't get hit with dysphoria, which is surprising since I usually get dysphoria with my chest. It's just like, I've mentioned this in a few previous videos. It's like exciting. Self-search is exciting, but it also feels weird at the same time, because despite me having dysphoria of my chest and not liking it all the time, it's like actually, it's not a love-hate relationship, because I don't love it, but it's not like I don't always hate it. It'll feel weird because it's been a part of me my whole life, until I take it next Monday. It's been a part of me my whole life, and even though I don't like it necessarily, it still existed in my life, if that makes sense. It's been a part of me, and it's just like now it's just like this slow, gradual, awkward, internalized farewell to my own breast, and then it's gone next Monday. Surgeon's fee has been sorted. That's 9,000. Anesthetics fee, that's sorted. $2,550. Consent forms all sorted out. Had to do different consent forms for the surgeon and the anesthetist. WPATH's been sorted. GP referral's been sorted. Basically, the only thing I would need to do on that Monday is do a COVID test before I go in, like a rat test, and pay the hospital fee, which I don't know the fee of yet. I can't imagine it being like over $30,000 or something. Like I'm gonna guess like 9,000, 10K. But I don't know for sure until the day. That in the pre-op consult, the specialist nurse did show me the drains and the thing I have to wear afterwards, and I will very likely, pretty sure, like 99% sure, I'm gonna make a video about top surgery after top surgery, talk about the process and all that stuff. This is like pre-top surgery documentation. It's like how I've been recording my voice before I start testosterone, and progressively my voice recording my voice progression as I was on T, when I started T, and also just before I started T. And this video is sort of the same, but for top surgery. Pre-top surgery documentation. Yes. I guess the next part of the video, I'm just saying stuff because I didn't plan this video, and it's, eye contact in this video is a bit hard for me right now. That's why I'm looking in different directions. Message from pre-surgery left to post-surgery left, I guess. It's the same thing I did when before I started T. I guess to the left, like probably when you wake up, or the next week when you maybe watch back this video about 6 days before you had surgery. I can't imagine how you feeling right now, because the version of you here on October 18th is just stuck in this unknown, and it's like, I don't know how you're gonna feel. Like, I feel excited, tense, this heaviness in my head. I don't know how you're gonna feel, but I'm gonna assume it's a lot lighter than you are feeling here. Just euphoric, maybe a bit confused, overwhelmed. I really don't know, but I'm assuming you're gonna feel differently to what I'm feeling here right now. And I hope you experience a lot of gender euphoria, even though you no longer have boobs. You get a lot of gender euphoria, even though there might be dysphoria or something else being experienced here that may not be so nice. You've been waiting for this a long time, and I'm glad it happened. And it's been a rough journey. But you've worked your way up. You've worked to get here. You've worked to earn enough money to afford this top surgery, or even start the speaking to the surgeon and having consults. And now you're here post-op, and honestly couldn't be happier for you. Like, I wish I were you now. Yes, this version of Lev, which wishes he could teleport 6 days into the future and or next week into the future and have it done and just yeah. And pre-top surgery Lev feels the need that you need some reminders in case you get way too excited and hyped and start doing stuff and injuring yourself and not looking after yourself properly, Lev, future Lev. For that matter, Lev post top surgery. No boxing, unfortunately. No boxing for you for a while. No boxing, no cycling. No high intensity activities, and I know it pains you to sit still. It pains you deeply to sit still. I mean, you are me. I'm just you 6 days before surgery. Pains you to sit still, to feel confined and not be able to move as much as you want. But there are ways. I know you will find a way to be able to release the energy you need to, not through physical activity means, unfortunately, but I know you will find a way to cope. You will survive. You will not only survive, but you will probably thrive too. Yes, write music, write songs, journal, make YouTube videos for yourself, document stuff, talk to your friends. No drumming too, unfortunately, for a little bit because bang, 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 it's a bit high activity given that you just had surgery, so slow it down. Might be a good time for you to, I guess, leverage the time that you are forced to not be able to do much to teach yourself to slow down and enjoy it somehow. Like I mentioned, it pains you to sit still and not do much, but try to take the time to learn to maybe be more mindful or be aware of your body's sensations and the thoughts in your head. Just learn how to exist. I've already started doing it. This version of you have started doing it before like past 2 weeks. I'm just existing and doing nothing because you go guns out blazing all the time, and then you get really overwhelmed and you get burnt out, and then your head starts hurting. It's because every part of your being is saying, please rest, please roll off the brakes and stop the vehicle for 10 minutes at least. Like, just have breaks throughout the day and just stop and do nothing at all. Nothing at all, just exist. It might be a good time for you to learn how to do that. Practice that. I'm not saying you have to be confined to bed, of course, but good to rest too. Don't push yourself, otherwise you're gonna hurt yourself and don't want to end up going back into theater because you tore up your scars or something like that. Yes, you can do light walking, or I'm sure the surgeon and the specialist nurse will have given you more info than I have for you at the moment. Just take care of, yes, slow down, do gentle activities, just tone it down. Basically, you have no choice but to tone it down. Tone it down. Basically, don't push yourself. Take it very slow, otherwise you are going to hurt yourself. When you try to go guns blazing, straight out of surgery. And it's okay to slow down. Future Lev, I swear to God, you better listen. It's okay to slow down. Y'all, this might be a little weird watching, but it's documentation for myself, and it feels awkward because I'm talking to myself and I'm also talking to you, the audience. Yes, back to talking to Future Lev. Slow down, seriously, slow down, and yes, it is okay to tone it down. It is okay to slow down. It is okay to do less than what you would usually do when you are not unwell or recovering from surgery. I know your baseline is up here, like you usually up here, but after surgery, you're gonna have to tone it to down here because you can't keep up. You can't keep doing things at the same level and doing the same things as you were up here, like the version of me, the version of you now, before top, and well, you can't keep continuing this level after top surgery. You gotta down here. You gotta surf down here for now. Low tide down here, not high tide, deep water at the moment. You cannot do that. Otherwise, you will drown. You will drown. That's the analogy I'm giving you. You will drown. You gotta actually not even surfing. You can't continue surfing. You gotta dip your feet in the water. Now you're surfing, guns and blazing. After top surgery and healing, you gotta dip your feet in the water. You cannot do anything else but dip your feet in the water. That is my analogy to you. And slowing down doesn't make you a bad person. Slowing down or even completely stopping the vehicle and just getting out and getting inside and just sitting at the sofa and not having to be in the car all the time, being prepared to move somewhere, that's completely okay too. And it's important to recover. If you don't recover properly, I mean, if you don't look after yourself, then you're going to prolong recovery, which means you're going to be out for much longer than you would like. So you don't want to do that. And remember all the previous injuries you had, not from surgery, but from training and overworking your muscles, and you injure it and then you're out for weeks and then you can't do anything because you injured yourself. As opposed to you slowing down, you rest properly and you can get back in it within a few days, martial arts. But you overdo it, you injure yourself for weeks and you cannot do anything for weeks. So do not do that. Yeah. Future Lev, just look back at this video and see how far you've come. Like, watch it after top, watch it, I don't know, 3 months down the line, 6 months down the line, a year later after top, whenever you end up watching it again after top, just look back and see how far you've come. See how far you've come on your trans journey, on your building confidence journey, and just in your life journey, just this point in time. And also to Future Lev, I hope you're able to learn how to swim now. Learn how to swim, start engaging in all of the activities that you've wanted to do but just felt not comfortable doing and reluctant to because of chest dysphoria and having the chest and having to navigate the social aspects of it, such as, say, swimming pool change rooms, the guys swimming pool change rooms with pre-top, and all that's lifted. I mean, that's lifted after top surgery. The chest itself, that issue is resolved, and it's okay if you need to take time to adjust to it psychologically and emotionally. It is a big change. Like, surgery is not some lighthearted thing. It's not, say, for example, just getting a haircut. It's completely different scales in terms of how do I explain it? In terms of like what actually gets done, not saying that getting haircut is less valid than top surgery, not saying that at all. Both are equally valid. It's just it's a more serious decision. And I forgot the point I was making with this. Yes, it's not, the procedure to get top surgery is much more complicated than going to get a transitioning haircut. And take whatever time you need to process all the emotions and adapt to the change, even though they're very likely, if I don't get gender euphoria, then something is wrong. There's that, and there's probably going to be a lot of stuff to process, and there's going to be physical change to the body, and the body's going to have to adapt to this toll as well, of the toll of surgery. And take as much time as you need to process it. There is no rush. You determine your own timeline, and remember your friends and family are here for you, and it's okay, again, to not be able to do the things you usually do at the guns and blazons level after top surgery. Yeah, just go out there and live life now, Lev. Go out there and live life now. Start doing the stuff you all want us to do. Go. And that's the end of my pre-top surgery documentation video filmed on Tuesday, October 18th, 2022.